They don't have anywhere to
That's a
go.
bit presumptuous, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's 100% presumptuous. You asked me what annoyed me. I'm telling you what annoyed me.
You can tell when somebody doesn't work when they're like super old. Because you can't get anything out of it. And it's like...
Do you want to demonstrate that again?
Should we do that again?
No, do it. I'm like, I love it.
Like,
Perfect, no less. La da di da, la da 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 di da, la 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 di da.
Hello,
hey, everybody.
everybody. Today on the Maple Slag and the Teabag, we are discussing
The maple slag and the tea bag.
the Maple Slag and the Teabag. We are discussing a very serious topic that is close to Jimmy's heart, and that would be the absolute, utter annoyance of paper straws.
And everything else. Like paper...
You just jump in there, no segue.
everything
Just
else.
what?
Should we do that again?
No, do it. I'm like, I love it.
Like, I get the premise of paper straws. Like, obviously, we're all trying to...
Save the environment.
Yeah, and
yes.
decrease our carbon footprint. But,
Yes.
like, who came up with the idea to put paper
That's
in
what
water?
they were. But that's what they were originally. George was telling me, my godfather is going to be 79. And he was telling me that he grew up in Canada in the 50s and they were paper.
Yeah, well, I can understand that back then when they didn't have all these
Back
things.
in the olden days.
Back in the olden days.
When they
didn't have
had
things-
a horse and buggy.
But, like, every time you get a straw from a takeout or anywhere and it's paper and it just goes mushy.
Yeah.
And then you end it stuck in your drink, like, because you can't get anything out of it. And it's like...
Do you want to demonstrate that again?
But it's just like, can we not come up with another solution that doesn't go mushy in water? Like, I know they started doing other products now.
It's the 21st century. You would think they would have something.
It's just ridiculous.
But
like,
you also tasted the ashwagandha that we're supposed to have.
Yeah,
You
well,
would
that-
think we could friggin'
you can get paper straws with that, then you won't be able to drink it. It's disgusting. That was awful.
I love your face. It was funny.
Like drinking wood and dirt.
Yeah. A
Ugh.
supplement.
But no, like I said, I'm all for decreasing our carbon footprint and saving the environment. But like paper and water, like that just what do you do? What happens when you put paper in water?
You'd make papier-mâché.
Yeah, it goes mushy and
Yeah.
you can't drink out of it. So what's the point?
There is no point. You could do what Starbucks initially did, which was do away with the single-use plastic straws, get the paper straws, but then put the paper straws inside a single-use plastic sleeve to hand to you. And you're like, I think this is defeating the purpose of what you're trying to do.
And like you can't even like you go to Starbucks and Timmy's and you can't even recycle the cups.
No, because they're lined with a plastic.
So what's the point? So they give you a paper straw
Yeah.
with a cup that's lined with plastic.
Yeah.
So that's just defeating the object then, isn't it?
Yes.
See what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
I think this whole planet is
And
ridiculous.
people have
at
probably
this
paid
point.
millions of dollars to come up with stupid things like this.
Yes.
Like it's like that construction on the Dyke Road. It's like that was supposed to be done in June. And what are we now? Nearly September?
Oh, I
It's
understood
still-
it was supposed to be done by October, and so they're like on point for
I
getting
thought it
it
was
done by
June.
October.
It was June originally.
It could have been. It could have been. But then again, like I had my house redone and they said it was a 3-month contract. And when it was the day of the 6-month anniversary or 6-month whatever, I looked at the contract and I was like, Jake, you realize that today is 6 months? And he was like, what? No, it's not. I'm like, yeah, it is.
It's like time is money for these people, like, especially like all the government corporation. Everything has to be, like costed and such tight deadlines, but it always overruns and it just causes havoc like in town.
Yes.
Oh, it's driving me nuts.
But that's typical, though, of the government. Specifically, my husband is a federal service worker with the Coast Guard, and he'll tell you the same thing. They need a job done, and the government picks the cheapest friggin' bid, and everybody knows that the cheapest bid is not really going to save you any money in the long run because they're going to do it wrong. They're going to install the wrong shit. It's going to be done half-assed. So then you have to pick a different crew to come in and do remedial stuff when you could have just picked the middle of the road appropriate bid, the one that cost middle of the road, that was going to get it done on a reasonable time frame and a reasonable amount of money. But no, we're going to always try and shoot for the cheapest frickin' shot and then end up paying 3 times the amount because we want it to be frugal.
Then you see,
What?
yeah, and then they buy the cheaper option. Then you go past them and there's about 8 people watching one person do the job. They all just stood there watching. It's like, what are you all doing?
Yeah. Oh, hang on a second. It's lunch break. We better go.
Okay. Bye.
You just stood there watching him for half an hour. And
got
then,
my 15 minutes.
right. off
Oh,
you
it
go.
drives me nuts. But like the traffic and everything, and it's like we live in such a small town, and then closing that whole road just causes havoc.
You're telling me I'm the one most affected by it. I live on the peninsula.
The peninsula.
Comox is a peninsula.
Oh, well, that's a very fancy word, isn't it?
Do you know what it means?
No.
It means the land is waterlocked by three sides.
Okay. Well,
It's a big, skinny
you learn
arm.
something every day.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. The Baja Peninsula down in Mexico, that is a peninsula.
The Baja. I've heard the Baja's supposed to be really nice.
I've never been on that side of Mexico. I've been to the western side of Mexico. You know, what Trump would like to call the Gulf of America.
Well, he's renamed Gulf. That's not going to stick, surely?
No, of course not.
The next president's going to be like, that's gone.
None of the rest of the world was going to accept it. The only maps that are going to say it are the maps that are in the US. Nobody else is changing it.
Well, don't tell him you don't like it because he'll call you a nasty person. Oh, you're a nasty person.
I'm already a nasty bitch according to the right wing. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
With the right wing, if the right wing don't like you, that's the thing.
Oh, yeah, you just did a Freudian slip there. The white ring.
The white ring.
the white wing.
The white ring.
Yeah, same thing. All of it. Sure. Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with this Air Canada thing anyway? I was reading that in the news about some strike.
The strike is happening, and
Is it finished though? I thought it was finished. Or they've come to some kind of tentative agreement.
I believe they've come to a tentative agreement. I hadn't read the headlines today, but I was sort of trying to keep up on it. Apparently what happened was Stephen Harper, our previous prime minister, put in place 20 some odd years ago, Air Canada needed bailed out. And so in order to bail them out, the union decided that they were going to give up vacation and give up pay. They were going to do gate to gate. So
Right.
the flight attendants are not paid for anything that is not in the air.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous because of how much time you're on the ground and when the plane lands.
Yes.
You can be on there sometimes for like an hour.
Yes, and the flight attendants are not paid. But then Stephen Harper put into the legislation that the government of Canada could declare certain categories essential service. And
Right.
so that's what they declared, was that flight attendants were essential service. Fine, well and good, whatever. The union who gave up the pay and gave up the vacation 20 years ago said they would do so under the caveat that as soon as the books were balanced, that those things would be returned to the workers. 20 years has gone by and they have not been returned to the workers.
They always do that.
The other thing that's going on is Russo, who is the CEO of Air Canada, his base salary is $1.3 million. I don't actually have a problem with that. He's a CEO of a multi-million-dollar corporation. I can't remember if Air Canada is a crown corporation or not. They might be.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Either way, 1.3 million for a CEO of that, fine. My issue is that the rest of his salary, which is 12 million, 12.8 million,
isn't it? And bonuses.
it's bonuses. And it literally says his bonus, base salary 1.3 million, the bonus to equal 12 million at the end of the year. The bonus is solely contingent on whether or not Air Canada meets its targets. And that's the projections of, what is it called? Return or money, right? Profit. Well, if you really want to break that down, that literally translates to, in my opinion, this white dude is going to get a bonus solely contingent on the continued exploitation of workers.
Oh, cool, yeah.
That's what it is. He's getting bonuses contingent on the continued exploitation of, let's face it too, flight attendants is a female-dominated industry. So this white dude's getting bonuses to continuously make women poverty-stricken.
Like, I have no idea how much what's a regular wage for a flight attendant? I don't know.
What I have been looking at, and this is all social media stuff, having conversations with people, it looks like their take-home pay is $27,000 a year.
Really?
For a full-time flight attendant.
You're basically a waitress in the air, aren't you, really?
Well, they have training. They have,
they have a lot of training
for that.
I mean, that's how they get away with paying them so little.
Yes, that is. It's totally sexist. It's totally abhorrent. Those people, those women have their lives, your life in their hand. And they're willing to do what they do. I remember I worked with a flight attendant and I didn't know she was a flight attendant. I was a manager at a call center. And we were finally chatting one year. I was her manager, and she was telling me that she was taking a break from being a flight attendant. I was like, I didn't know you were a flight attendant. She's like, I've been a flight attendant for 20 years, but the pay is shit. And she goes, and I've almost been in a plane crash 3 times. And
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
really? She
Wants to
goes,
be
yeah,
off.
3 times. She's almost had, like, brace yourself. We're going down the whole thing in a 20-year career. And I was like, Murphy. And she decided to give up being a flight attendant, which to me is a fairly prestigious career. Like, that's,
Yeah,
you know,
you get to travel all
take
over the
skills,
world.
travel to everything. She gave all of that up to be a call center customer service representative because
Oh
the
my
working
goodness.
conditions are so shit on an airplane, and the pay was better as a customer service representative on the ground
Where you're probably getting abuse from people on the phone every day.
all the time. It was,
Yeah.
it was,
Jeez Louise.
yeah, it's messed up. But I mean, Jimmy, you and I've had this conversation. I'm technically a certified educational assistant. I'm technically a certified legal assistant. And what do I choose to spend my time? I choose spend my time
On
cleaning
TikTok.
houses. Well, that too. Not anymore. I haven't been doing TikTok in a while. But like, I get paid more. I get paid $40 an hour with a mop and a bucket than I do with an education.
I know, it's nuts, isn't it? It's like, yeah, like our cleaner probably gets paid more than me. Really.
What, the one at work? I am your cleaner. I do clean your
That's
house.
what I mean. You probably, when you break it down, you get $40 an hour.
I do.
You probably get paid,
Cash.
yeah, but you shouldn't be saying that.
Oh, I'll cut that out. Nobody can see that. Don't worry about it.
What else annoys you anyway? Because paper straws just gets me going.
What annoys me?
Yeah.
People who can't drive. I'm really an aggressive driver. No, you know what annoys me the most?
Old
is,
people driving.
well, we live in a community where there's mainly old people. No, my issue is, especially because we were just circling back to this traffic issue that we were talking about, okay? Because the one road is closed, the main thoroughfare has now got all of the extra traffic. Only that main thoroughfare is 4 lanes and 60 kilometers an hour. But because none of the people are used to using that road, they all assume it's the same as the other road, the closed road that is 50 kilometers an hour. Nay.
Oh,
That road has 2 lanes and is 50 kilometers an hour. This other road has 4 lanes and is 60 kilometers an hour. And then you got all these freaking people who are like, putt at 45. And I'm like, what the fuck?
people don't realize though that like people that are slow drivers, it's just as dangerous as people driving super fast.
Yes.
Everybody wants to go past them and they're just causing havoc and they're just in their own little world.
Yes. Jesus. The other thing that annoys me greatly is like anybody, regardless of who or what you are, why are you out in rush hour? Like if you are a retired person and you know
To go to work. That's why people are in rush hour.
yeah, but so why are the retired people in rush hour with the people who need to get home? Like you're just stuffing up everything. Stay home.
How do you know they're retired?
Dude, they're gray-haired and driving around doing 45 kilometers an hour and not having they don't have anywhere to
That's a
go.
bit presumptuous, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's 100% presumptuous. You asked me what annoyed me. I'm telling you
Yeah, I
what
know.
annoyed me.
You can tell when somebody doesn't work when they're like super old.
Yes. Driving around at like 3:59 while everybody's trying to get home and you're like, bitch, you could have just waited a half an hour. Like, go home.
And I was in the bank the other day and there was this old person at the counter and she kept smiling at everybody and she was taking forever. I was like, what are you doing? Just get on with it. It's like, oh.
I
And she
do
was
love
like,
old people though.
Like, I'm really sorry. And I was like, okay. But then she was just like talking to the teller and
She
like,
was lonely.
what are you doing?
She was
Do your stuff and then leave and then let other people do it.
I
So I'm just
know.
miserable now.
We're middle-aged assholes.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm just crusty and
crusty.
miserable.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm beautifully ridiculous, imperfect, no less. La da di da, la da 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 di da.